All right, so here's how you report RSUs and ESPPs on TurboTax, straight and to the point, more specifically with an E-Trade account. All right, so first and foremost, you want to get this stock plan transaction supplement document here, and you essentially want to convert this into an Excel spreadsheet. And here's how I do that. I just kind of copy paste this whole thing here, copy. It's a little trick I recently learned, right? Paste, and then use this little wizard thing. Just next through the whole thing, boom, and then it nicely puts it out in each cell, which is pretty cool, right? And you're going to want to do that for all the pages you have this statement for, right? Next, 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 finish, voila. Then you want to do some basic titling here for like the top of it, right? I'll do the proceeds, the basis, the adjustment, adjusted base, adjusted gain, and for the status here. You'd also want to do for that covered or non-covered, make a title for that. They're going to want to use like this little filter button here, right, for it. Open these guys up a little bit. And then you're going to want to sort for covered for short, non-covered for short, and if you have a long-term, you're going to do long-term covered, long-term non-covered is what you'll sort for. But obviously, these are all short for this example. So I did that here, okay? And for this covered, right, you'll see total proceeds, the total here from all this is 24.2. Now what we're going to do here is now reconcile this with the 1099 that was filed. So now we get the 1099 out. So you'll see here, right, basis is reported the IRS, proceeds $24,000. That should reconcile with my spreadsheet, right? 24, there it is. You'll see the basis that was reported was 19, right? And that lines up. There it is, 19. And so for the IRS, they think you made $5,000, but they didn't account for these adjustments that we have, right? So we need to make that adjustment to get that gain from $5,000 down to $600 in this case. So we need to do the same thing for the non-covered, right? The short-term non-covered. Now you would do the same thing if you had long-term, right? Kind of same deal, but this is what we're doing. Reconciling again the $53,000. You'll see that on the 1099. There it is. No basis was reported, right? IRS thinks we made $53K, but that's not the case. What did we make here, right? We have an adjustment. There's our basis. Our real gain is only $400. So how do we get this onto TurboTax, right? We come into this wage and income section. We're going to click on this investment and savings, right, button here and get this thing going. So I'm going to do this without importing anything here. Okay, I'm going to manually get this done. We're going to click on this stocks and bonds, mutual funds type here. And just for illustration, let's make this quick. So these did include employee stocks. So we're going to check this yes here. More than 3 sales. We're going to say yes, more than 3 sales. Continue. This is what I like to do, the totals. It just makes it a lot easier. I already have them on my spreadsheet, so I'm going to do the totals. All right, so here we go. For the first one, we're going to do short-term basis reported short-term basis reported to the IRS, right? Again, we're looking here. Short-term basis is reported to the IRS. So we're going to report this one here first, okay? Total proceeds, let's just fill it in, right? We're going to take this from the 1099 because we needed this to match the 1099. Now, the basis that we're reporting here is this $19,000 that we got from the 1099. But as you remember, we are going to make an adjustment, right? What is that adjustment? That is based on our lovely spreadsheet. Here's that adjustment, $4,500 we're going to make, right? So I need to adjust is what we're going to do, okay? Total of the adjustment, right, is 4522.25. Correct cost basis incorrect on form. Okay? Continue. Well, it looks like it should have went the other way, right? Let's do an adjustment here. It should be a negative adjustment here, right? Okay, continue. So we need this number, right? Needs to match our spreadsheet. There it is. Deal. On to the next. So in this case now, right, we're going back to the 1099. Box B, basis not reported to the IRS. So here's what we'll do. Click that button there. We're going to enter the amount from the 1099. And now we're just going to enter in the basis here from our spreadsheet. There it is, 53,344, right? There is no need to make an adjustment. Why? Because there was no basis to begin with that was reported to the IRS. And there we go. There's that number, that 420 number, right? There we go. And that's it. That's my simplified version of how to report RSUs, ESPPs directly into TurboTax, kind of on a quick basis, and kind of how I do it personally in my professional software as well. Hope the video was helpful. If it was, like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys.